What's up guys, in this video I will cover and show you everything that I learned from my experience working with Filipinos VAs in the last 10 years. I did a lot of mistakes and these mistakes led me to really make the process of hiring a new VA very efficient. I learned from the recruiting process that was wrong, and I learned also from me dealing with the VAs after hiring some really crucial mistakes that I did. And I really never gave up and said, you know what, it doesn't really work. I always try to tweak the process, learn more and do things differently. And this process really helped me really become very successful on hiring the right people. So in this video I will share with you the process that allow me to hire successful VAs by using automation on Gmail, so that way all the hard work at the beginning will be automated, so you don't really gonna be overwhelmed. The second thing is the right questions to ask them to make sure that they know how to follow instructions. These are the important things that I'm checking when I'm hiring a new VA. That they know how to follow instructions, that they communicate with you very well, and they are eager enough to work. Why I'm checking these three things? Because if someone have these three traits, they can really shine in anything that you can give them. They will be eager enough to learn the new skill even if it's very hard or complicated. They will really communicate with you well, so in case they don't know how to really do something well, you can teach them, and communication is the key. And the third thing is that they can follow instructions. So whatever you teach them, you don't have to repeat yourself 100 times. So after we really made sure that we hire the right person, I will show you what are the do's and don'ts when you deal with VAs, and also how to really deal with them after hiring. What are the things that you should consider, and how you can really make sure that you retain them for the long term. That's what they want, that's what you want, to have employees for the long run, for the long term. So in this video, it's not gonna be a short video, but if you're serious about hiring successfully VAs from the Philippines at affordable prices and really scale your business to the next level, this video is for you. Let's start. What's up guys, this is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com and welcome to another video. And if it's your first time here and you want to learn more on how you can create your own brand selling private label products on Amazon and creating a scalable income from anywhere in the world, start now by subscribing to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss any upcoming video. Now, as promised, we are already at 200 subscribers in this channel, and I announced in the previous videos that I'm going to start a giveaway of free one-on-one coaching call, 30 minutes call with me, that you can talk with me about anything like Amazon or anything related to online businesses or self-development. And in order to get a chance to get this giveaway, you have to comment down below and subscribe to the channel. In your comment, please let me know why you deserve to get this call, and also one thing that you took from this video that helped you in your Amazon journey or in general in life. Now let's start with the topic that we're here for: how to successfully hire VAs to your business and especially to Amazon FBA businesses. Let's start. Alright, let's start. Now, before we start, I want to read you a quote from a book that I just finished. It's like a little booklet by Price Pritchett, the guy that wrote the book for U Square. Very recommended book. And this book is called Top Grading. And let me just read you something on the back that is super important. No company can expect to beat the competition unless it has the best human capital and promotes these people to pivotal positions. Top grading is the definitive manual for becoming an A player and for recognizing those traits in others. Larry A. Bossitti, chairman and CEO, retired of Honeywell, co-author of Execution. So it's, definitely you can get this book, read about the importance of hiring the right people. Don't just look at it on giving them robotic tasks and tasks that are repetitive. You can really get a lot from the people that you're working with and you can give them back as well. It's all about win-win, you know. Before, I didn't really look at it. At the beginning, I looked at it as more like, they are my employees, they have to do XYZ, and that's what it is, you know. And you really have to, and I'll talk with you about this at the later stages of this video. Now, in this video, we'll cover everything that you need to know about hiring a VA for your Amazon FBA business. The most important thing is to really know how to find the A player or VA for less, like for affordable prices. You know, you can get a very good talent here in the US, but it will cost you like $30 to $40 an hour. And you can find someone that is equivalent or even better at the very lower rates. And for them, they're gonna be very happy because it's gonna be more than what they are getting there. And for you, you're also gonna be happy. And I always really preaching that both sides should be happy about this, and it should be a relationship that is building each other. Okay, so first of all, where you publish where you find them. So I like to find employees in the Philippines, but you don't have to work with the Philippines. I like to work with the Philippines because I know that they are very hard-working people. They're very honest. They're very family-oriented. They have good hearts, and you know the rates there are very competitive and good comparing to the US, and their English is very well. So the communication barrier that you would have from you know, with people that are from countries that don't speak English, you know, will be higher. So that's why people from the Philippines could be very perfect to any VA job, virtual assistant job. Now, I like onlinejobs.ph or mynemo.ph. These are both websites that you can post your job, and we'll start first to make sure you explain the following in your job posting, and I'll share with you that my own my own job posting, so you can really take inspiration from and really understand why I added each part. Okay, so first of all, let me share it and I'll explain. So first of all, I wrote the following: we're looking to hire a dedicated content writer to create content for blogs, articles, product distribution, social media, and the company website. This is a big plus. In addition to content writing to fill your day, I'm looking to a video editor who can do some simple and clean edits to our ongoing videos. You must be able to add music, text, and make my videos look professional. Here I'm writing the qualities that I'm really looking for, the requirements. Knowledge with Amazon is a plus. Ability to communicate well, can follow instructions, honest and reliable, can solve problems, excited to learn new skills, looking for long-term employment. If you have the desire to learn about Amazon and growing business, this position should be an excellent fit for you. Job duties: social media posting, in charge of logistics, account monitoring, product research. Here I also add the compensation: paid weekly, $3 to $6 per hour. It really depends on their skills. You must submit an invoice. Performance bonuses for great work, pay raises awarded based on performance, and how to apply. This is the most important part. So they can apply to this job directly on onlinejobs.ph, but I don't want them to do that. I'm asking them specifically, in order to apply, to send an email to an email address that is hidden here with the exact subject line: applying to the VA position. And I'll explain it in a moment. All replies that don't have that exact phrase will be screened out. Please tell us why you should hire you in that email, and complete the Google form that you will receive in an email. See it below. So, you know, it's really just one moment. Okay, so really you have to, and now let me explain about why I asked them to do that. So I do have a filter on my Gmail, and this is a Gmail inbox, that really check if there is a specific reply or a specific, new email, incoming email with this subject line. It will send them an automated reply with a Google form that they will have to fill out. And let me show you this process, okay? So let's go to my Gmail. And this is, you see, applying to the VA position, okay? After they click on this, I send them an automated reply here. You see, great job. You followed instructions and successfully applied to the customer service /virtual assistant. You'd be surprised how many people fail to apply correctly. Well done. Now you move on to the first phase of the application process. Please complete this Google form, and then when they click on it, let me open it on incognito window so you can really see how it looks. After completing the Google form, I will review your responses and contact you with instructions for the next step. Please complete the form above within 24 hours. Thanks, and then my name. Now, why it's automated and what do I want to check by that? Why I'm doing it even? So what I want to check is if they even follow the first instructions on how to really apply to the job. Imagine if someone don't really follow these instructions and they just send me an email that is not like that. Let me just find one that didn't do that. They just send me, no, this is not a good example, but let me try to find someone. Here, they didn't really follow the instructions. Now, if they didn't follow instructions now, why they will have follow instructions on more complicated things and things that are really matter in my business, you know? So I don't want these people that don't really, I want to make sure that I really contact and talk with people that really follow simple instructions, but that's not the really the major way for me to check if they follow instructions. This is just one step, and also a way for me to automate this process of just sending them the form, you know. So that's really powerful. And then they will have to fill out this form. Okay, I'm looking for a great assistant to work with my company. Then I ask them what is their name, what is their email, do you have LinkedIn or Facebook profile, and if yes, I ask them to put, and here are mine if you would like to connect with me, and then I put my LinkedIn and my Facebook. If you don't have a profile URL, type in not available. Do you have any experience with content writing or SEO? If yes, please describe it in detail. So this is just first question. You can change it and customize it to your own question. Now I'm not gonna make a video or explain in this video how to create Google form. Very self-explanatory, and you should be able to look it up and find how to do that. It's very straightforward. Now, and these are the responses. So the responses you can make the connection, so it will save the responses in an Excel file. That way you can put and change colors or specific candidates and see, okay, they did like they have some things that I wanna really follow up with them. For me, green green for me really show that it's someone that I really, you know, might be a strong candidate. Someone that is yellow, it's okay. Red is like not at all. Like for example, people that didn't really submit their Facebook or LinkedIn profile, it's a little suspicious, you know. In today's world, who doesn't have a LinkedIn or Facebook, you know? So it's a little red point, especially when I did get so many responses. I get like 212, okay? 212 that really followed the first instructions. Imagine how many send this email, like 700 or 800, but they didn't really fill out the form. They were too lazy. It's another way for me to check how eager they want the job. Like if they didn't take like 5 minutes, yeah, they have to fill up some info and it takes like 5 minutes. But if they didn't fill this info like in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, why they will like, I don't want these people that are just too lazy. And for me, I'm okay with that. So only 236 responses. Now, this is only part one. So let me show you like Tomer, David, testing one, not available. Let's just write yes. And then there is a second part. The second part is really the major way for me to know how they follow instructions. And they will really need to perform and do some things that are a little more complicated. For the next two questions, you will need to install Lightshot on your computer. Lightshot is a program to really take screenshots, and I want them to install specifically this program. I want to see if they really install it, how they follow instructions, and how well they're willing to really want this job. Please take a quick typing test and use Lightshot to share your results. Post the screenshot link below. Typing test, and then they have a link to the actual typing test. I provide them the link, and I also provide them example screenshot. So there is really no way to miss that, okay? And then they have to put the link to the screenshot. Then I want to check how fast is their speak connection. In the Philippines, sometimes their connection is very low, and I want to check someone with a better connection might be a better candidate in my eyes than someone that is really perfect but a very slow connection. So the same thing, I give them link to the screenshot, to the speed test website, and I want them to do the speed test exactly this website, and also give them an example of how I want the screenshot. Now, again, for me, it's a way to know how well they follow instructions. So they can put you things that are not really related. For example, I had people, I asked for a screenshot, but look at this. This person just sent me the link to the speed test. And for me, that's not good, you know. They had like a SEO experience, and that was something that I was really looking for, so I still contacted them. But that's a way for you, and it's a very minus, not a good thing in my eyes to really not follow these simple instructions, because again, I want to check how well they follow simple instructions, not rocket science, okay? After they fill it out, I'm screening those candidates. I check the profile, I check their LinkedIn, I check how well they follow the instructions and if they follow the instructions. And also, for the final test, let me show with you. Let me just put this as an example. They have to complete like thing that is a little more complicated, okay? So for the final section, you will create a Google account. I want them to go and create a new Google Gmail account and spreadsheet with the data collection using Google. Here are a few resources to help you get understanding how to do it, how to create a Gmail account. So I don't just tell them do X, Y, Z. I also explain them exactly how to do it. That way they can't really come and tell, oh, I didn't know how to do it. I'm giving them specific instructions and I want to see how well they are following these instructions, okay? Then I give them a specific task, data collection using Google. So I explain them how to create a Gmail account, how to do the specific task, and what I want to do is after they created the Google account, once you have completed the task, paste the completed Google Drive share URL for the Excel spreadsheet with account details and the data that you collected. So I show them everything, and I want them to put the link. So you see everyone put the link. So really, most of the people did follow the instructions. So that's one that I want to really check. And some of them will not. So those that didn't really follow those instructions, I'm screening out, I'm deleting. After I'm screening those out and I really like or think that there could be a good candidate, I send them a final stage, okay? So I have a template and I will show you also the process. So I do a reply and they have like a template here and it's called VA final stage, okay? And the stage or the email says, hi, I have reviewed the job application and the responses that you submitted. You have done very well and have made the list of applicants that will proceed to the next step of the application process. I would like to invite you to answer a few more questions to help me decide. Here is the final Google form where you can place your answers, and then this is the Google form. Now, disclaimer here. This is not a method that I invented. I took it from a course that I took back like 3 or 4 years ago, I think. I took a course after me failing on hiring successfully VAs. So I took this course and he showed the exact process. I forgot the name of this guy, but he was really like inspiring me to create, and I I used his system to really, I tweaked it a little bit, but I used my system to really make sure that I'm screening out people the right way, okay? And in the last form, what they have to really complete, let's go to this. Form, but what they have to actually check or complete is more questions, okay? And this is stage 2. And with stage 2, and I'll show you the responses, they have to basically put their email again. The position starts 5 hours a day and then will shift to full-time within. Are you comfortable with that? So it's a yes and no questions, just to make sure that they are okay with it. Please put their Skype. Why I want the Skype? Because if the answers here are good, then I'm gonna contact them via Skype. Put the username. If I would offer you the position, what would be your weekly salary requirement? This is something that is super important, because here it will give me, if someone put like $400 a week and it's out of my budget, I will obviously screen it out immediately and delete it. Or the other end, someone that will write like $2 an hour, that's also a little suspicious, why they're really like, $50 a week. why they really ask for that low, something is weird here. So it's a very good point to have. It will give you an idea on how much they want. Do you have experience with Amazon? Are you able to start immediately upon hire? So after I do that, I just add them on Skype and talk to them. And you know what, before I share with you the questions that I'm asking them, I will also show you how to create the templates, okay? So first of all, you have to create a filter. How do you create this filter is you go here on Gmail and you just put it here. After you click that, you're gonna search, press enter, and you're gonna click on the arrow. Then you're gonna click on create filter, and you're gonna click on when a message is exact match for your search criteria, you're gonna click on send template. Now, sometimes the send template doesn't show here. So what you have to do, you have to go to settings here, and you have to go to see all settings. I think that you have to go to add-ons, not add-ons, advanced, and then you have to enable templates, okay? After you enable templates, you're gonna click on compose. You're gonna put the template that you wanna do with the message, thank you for applying. Then you're gonna click on the three little dots here down below in templates, and you're gonna click on save draft as template, and you're gonna click on save as new template, put the template name, and that's it. So each time that you want to send that message, like for example with the final stage, what I did is instead of doing one by one, I took like 10 emails and I would just put them like the first one as the 2 and then take the rest and put them as BCC so they don't see that I emailed them all. Then I just click on the 3 dots and put VA final stage, and then it will complete everything for me, and it will be very fast and efficient process. Okay, let's delete this, and that's how you actually set up the auto. So for the auto, I'm sorry, after you have the templates on, let's go back. You're gonna click here, create filter, and then you're gonna send, when this apply, you're gonna send this template, and you're gonna choose the template where is the reply to VA that applied correctly. Okay, when correctly, it's when they did it like that, and then you send them the first form, the first Google form that they have to fill out. Okay, so it's a little tricky and sometimes confusing. If you have questions, ask me down below. I will be happy to explain it again, but I will not focus on this part. It's more technical part. Okay, now after you really screened out all these people, and from the form number 2 you took the people that look to you good, you want to really interview them. So what I do is I add them on Skype. Normally I add them in my time zone, and I tell them, you know what, tomorrow at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. there will be an interviews. Please show up on time so we can start the process. What do I check by that? Let's say I send the people this message and they didn't show up on time. For me, I'm screening them out. I don't want these people. Why? Because I want to make sure that they show up on time, that they're eager to work. Of course, sometimes they have technical issues and things like that. It's not black and white, but in general, I would move people away that didn't really show up. For example, someone I had technical issues, and then after 2 hours said, look, I had X, I couldn't really come, I had an issue, I had technical problems, please allow me to come up again. So at least they really explain you. Some people, they don't show up, after 2 days they show up, then tell you, oh, well, I'm looking for serious people, okay? After they show up, what I'm really checking is, and it's not gonna be like a call interview, it's gonna be written interview. Why? You wanna check how fast they reply to your questions. I had cases that you ask someone question, they reply after 10 minutes. This is just an interview. What would happen after hiring? What, I will have questions to you, or I will need something from you, you reply to me in like 20 minutes? No, it doesn't work like that. So these are the things that I'm checking. How fast they communicate with me on Skype. And of course their questions, the answers. So here are some answers and questions that I'm asking them. We'll start with the first one. First of all, I tell them thank you for completing all these steps. It shows me that you're serious. Let's start. Tell me a little bit about yourself. And then I ask them specific questions. What are your strengths and weaknesses? How quickly do you respond during working hours? Have you had a bad client who had difficulty describing his needs? Do you have the references I can contact? Do you have any experience with graphic creations and social media? So this is a specific question to the job that I need. Now, if you have specific things or areas that you're looking for to outsource with your VA, of course, ask like, do you have experience with whatever you're looking for? What are your interests? What do you enjoy the most about your job? Are you able to have a weekly meetings on Sundays too, via phone call or Skype or regular phone? Now, after they are done with the interview, I just tell them that would be all for the interview. I'm going to get a decision on who I'm going to hire by tomorrow. I'll keep you posted regardless. Thank you very much for your time. You're awesome. So, again, what I want to check is how well their responses are and how quick they respond. So, if you ask someone, like, you will be surprised. You will ask people there how quickly, or you know what, this is not how quickly. Have you had a client who had difficulty describing needs? You get like answers that are totally off topic, like not really related to what you're asking. That shows me like the communication skills. Like, you ask them about something A, they answer about something B. It doesn't make sense, you know. I want to make sure that I'm dealing with people that are relevant to me, you know. So you will be surprised. Out of 10 people that I interviewed, only like 3-4 like gave me a good feeling. So after you have good feeling about those, you're going to have a fun interview. On the phone interview, you want to really feel the chemistry between you and the person that you're hiring. Some people would be great with the writing interview, and when you talk with them, they feel like lack of confidence, or they feel something weird, I don't know. And some people at the other end would look to you great. That's why I came up with another filtering to make sure that I'm hiring successfully. First of all, let's start with the do's and don'ts when hiring VAs and employees to your business. First of all, give them full training and attention. Otherwise, you won't see their full potential. This is something that could happen to anyone, even with workers that are excellent, they are like top talent, but you don't give them a full training or attention, they will not really shine and perform. You have to make sure that the instructions that you give are really detailed, and that you give them you're very open, you're welcoming their questions, and you are there for them when they have questions. It's super, super important. Second thing, hire 2 and only continue with one that perform by the following. Can learn quick the task that you're giving them. So I suggest that you hire 2 people for a 1 or 2 weeks trial period. You start giving them the task. Of course, you're gonna create training videos. I like to create training videos like this, and then I send them to both employees, and it's saved. And even if these 2 employees didn't continue, I still have this information, and I can really give it to the next person that I'm hiring. So really, you want to check how well they adapt. You will see one person that catch things very quick and do it very quick, and the other one is not. So, you know, some cases, both of them don't catch it well. So you say, you know what, maybe the way that I explained it was wrong. Or maybe it's a process that takes time. Communicate well with you. You want also to check how is the communication real when you actually work on the 2 weeks trial period. And the third thing, eager to work. Are they responsive? Are they show you their willingness to go really beyond what they really should do? They're really replying to you after working hours. We don't want them to work after hours, but this shows me, these little things show me and can help me predict the future, kind of. Do not push them. Give them the time to adjust. So give them the task and really let them do that. You know, don't push them too much. It's from experience. At the beginning, I was pushy. No, oh, you finished it already. How are you doing? You know, putting a lot of pressure on them. And that's not really the time to put pressure. You want to give them to be relaxed and check them how they perform under optimal conditions. Okay, after hiring, make sure that you maintain your VA for the long term. Make sure you treat your VA well. You respect them and treat them like someone in your own country. This is something that is super important. Even for me, I was really, like not really following this at the beginning. I was like, thinking to myself, oh, they're from the Philippines, it's a third world country. And I didn't really, respect them enough because, I don't know why. Maybe I was not mature enough. Maybe it's from experience. But really, this is something that learn from my mistakes, Give them the respect. They are human. They are very good people with good hearts, and treat them well, Treat them well. If they are sick, give them sick days. If they need something, if they need support, if you just be there for them, And another thing, do not track their time. Some people like to use programs like to track their time, how much time they worked exactly. I don't really believe in that. I think it's a trust issue. I like to be very open and tell them, look, I don't track your time. I believe and trust that you do the work for me, That creates confidence and trust between both of you. Be flexible if possible. If they have family, if they have something, if they need something, and it doesn't really hurt you or, interfere with your job or with the needs of the business, try to be flexible. They will appreciate it and be there for you when you need them. So it's not like I can talk about this topic for hours, but it's a short video that I try to explain in depth the most important things and the process that I came up with that I'm using successfully to hire VAs. If you have a topic or something within this video that you want me to explain further, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will try to make another video in more depth about this specific topic. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some value, and I hope you can take one little thing or even the entire concept of this video and hire successfully VAs to your business. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.